When we love something, whether it's a job, a hobby, or a relationship, it can be hard to imagine ever wanting to quit. I used to be a rapper and made 10 albums in 10 years. But then, over time, I wasn't seeing the results I needed to sustain my passion for rapping. I sought advice from friends, I read books, and I complained to God every step of the way. In this video, I want to talk you through when you should consider quitting. We're going to talk about this in 3 parts. First, we're going to talk about the backstory of why I quit music in the first place. Secondly, we're going to talk about the philosophy of quitting. Finally, I'll finish with talking about whether or not I regret quitting music. Of course, timestamps to all of this is going to be in the description of this video, and do feel free to skip around if you feel like it. Let's get started with the backstory. In 2012, I recorded my first album, I Stand Alone. In 2013, I put out my first music video for the song Friend Zone. That music video was featured on different websites such as World Star Hip Hop and Rapzilla. Throughout these 10 years, not only would I put out music, I would go out and I would perform these songs. We really had this system going. Me, Estrus, I would come up with the song, come up with the idea, record the song, send the song to him, he would mix and master it, and we just had this system going and we would just crank out music. While all of this was going on, in 2017, I started dabbling with more video. I was working at Honda in finance, and at the end of 2017, I quit Honda to go ahead and start my freelance video company. Did that for about a year, and then eventually I moved out to Orlando. When I was in Orlando, my relationships were changing, my career was changing. I wound up getting married, and I just remember while I was navigating all of this change and all of this different, I was asking myself this question: do I still want to do this? When we think about quitting, we often associate it with negative connotations, right? As a society, we often place a lot of value on persistence and resilience, and we view quitting as a sign of weakness. Quitting can take on many different forms. It might involve leaving a toxic relationship, quitting a job that is causing a stress or burnout, or giving up on goals that no longer aligns with our values and our priorities. Think about this. Michael Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Jordan shocked the sports world when he retired from basketball in 1993 at the peak of his career. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, quit his stable job on Wall Street to pursue his entrepreneurial vision of creating an online bookstore. And then Jay-Z, the renowned American rapper, entrepreneur, and music mogul, announced his retirement from solo recording in 2003. I don't want you to miss that. Jordan quit, and his ability to let go of something allowed him to step into baseball and be able to step into something that he always wanted to try. Jeff Bezos quit and went on to start Amazon, a whole new thing. Jay-Z quit, and that freed him up from what he was doing to go on and become the business mogul that we know him to be today. Here's what I learned from all of that. Winners know when to quit. Now, quitting is not always the answer, and it's important to weigh the potential consequences and benefits of any decision. But I think by reframing our mindset around quitting and recognizing that it can sometimes be a positive step towards greater well-being and happiness, we can empower ourselves to truly make the best choices that are in our best interests. So how do we do that? If you're in a position where you're thinking about whether or not you should quit something, here's what I tell you. Embrace the fear of the unknown. It's a real thing. That's okay, and we can acknowledge that, right? Fear of the unknown is a common and natural human emotion, right? It stems from our instinctual need for safety and security. The lack of information or fear of failure or negative outcomes, all of those things are super real. Also, we have to recognize when there's nothing to be hopeful for. Henry Cloud says this: unless something changes, the future that you can expect more of is the past. When I decided to quit rap, I was comfortable enough to step away because I knew that there was nothing to have hope for. Even if I looked down the line 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, there's nothing that showed me that would change. So do I regret quitting rap? Absolutely not. I feel like AI, Allen Iverson, I left it all on the floor. I feel like we did everything that we could to be able to put out the music and do what we can, and I feel like it's still impacting people. So I think it's a great thing. I mean, did I get to where I actually wanted to go? No, but I am content with what I have. Another reason why I don't regret quitting rap is because in letting go of that, I freed up my time and my space to be able to step into other things. So I was able to learn video, have a freelance video company, be employed doing video for the last 2 years and learning the skill of that. I also was able to get into podcasting and now I'm speaking more. I'm not saying quitting is everybody's solution. It's the solution to one size fits all for everyone's solution. But if you're considering it, I think those are some things that you should think about. If you enjoyed this video, you may want to check out this video on the screen here. Thank you so much for watching.